Is it okay to spoil people? Let's go to Calcutta and see what Mother Teresa has to say about this. Good morning. My name is Father Frank Buckley. I'm delighted to be your host for our morning meditation group, Flourishing During Times of Uncertainty. This group is about a morning practice, probably the most important thing we do in our lives. How do we give the first hour of our day to God? On Mondays, we particularly focus on newcomers to meditation. So if you're new, welcome. One of the most helpful things with the morning practice is to have a community. I believe you found one of the best communities in Hollywood. Sorry, I was a little caught off guard. Ken, good to see you in the room, making sure I'm in the right room. So if you're new, it's a three-part program. We always begin with a little inspiration before we start sitting. This morning's inspiration I'm drawing from a wonderful book I was given by Susanna called Finding Calcutta. And I really believe at the end of the day, we all want to find our own Calcutta. And one of the best ways to do this is through turning the gaze inwards with the morning practice. So will do a little inspiration. Then the heart of the program is a 20-minute silent meditation. I'll do a little guided meditation to get us into it, ring the bell. At the end of 20 minutes, I'll ring the bell when we're finished. And then at the very end of the meditation, if you're new to meditation, it's not great to just jump right off the cushion or chair into the heart of the day. To take just a few minutes to re-engage with the outside world. And the way we like to do this in our community is to do a little Jesuit Ignatian examine, where we look over, on Mondays, we look over our weekend, kind of try to go to a place of gratitude. And then very simply, notice where love, where kindness, where God showed up in our ordinary, everyday, humdrum lives. So without further ado, let's get started. The inspiration for today is Finding Calcutta. And this is what Mother Teresa has to say about spoiling people. Every morning at 9, the side gate to the patio was open and the sisters served food to anyone who came from the streets. A couple of times the babies were quiet enough that I could walk down and watch. The sisters had plates, utensils, and an enormous vat of warm food, usually a mixture of rice, dal, and vegetables. Since most people in India are Hindu and vegetarian, and meat in Calcutta is expensive and chancy due to the lack of refrigeration, the protein-rich rice and dal is a mainstay at most meals. The missionaries also have no refrigeration. They buy their food daily from the markets, just like the poor. The missionaries ate the same food. First, the sisters fed the hungry people who came without even a plate. These were the poorest of the poor, and they could have as much as they liked. They were most often the elderly or the disabled, abandoned by their families, incapable of work and living on the streets. Next in line stood women with pots of various sizes to take food to their families. The vat of food never seemed to run out. It mattered not if the same people came every day or only once in their whole lifetime. Someone once asked Mother, "Are you spoiling the poor?" To which Mother Teresa replied, "There are many congregations who spoil the rich. It is good to have one congregation in the name of the poor to serve, to spoil the poor." Father Scolosi, who worked with Mother for over 20 years, remembers that when she said this, the room fell silent for a long time. That comes from the chapter, It All Belongs to God. So, on that note, one way we can spoil ourselves is prioritizing our morning practice. If you're new to the program, welcome. If you've done meditation, never done meditation before, I love Father Thomas Keating with Centering Prayer, who says the method is so easy, it's unbelievable. You just sit down. And then Father Keating recommends you pick a sacred word: love, kindness, Jesus, God, peace, anything at all that has meaning to you, and you repeat it 5 or 6 times and then drop down to deep rest. If thoughts arise, you can return to the sacred word, repeat it again. Consciousness is always vertical, and drop down and enjoy some deep rest. I also find love Zen meditation. I find it very helpful to, after repeating the sacred word, just notice the traffic. Listen as intently as you can to the external sounds around you. And this is a wonderful way to turn off that monkey mind that swings from branch to branch to branch and rest, restore, and renew. So I invite you to take your shoes off, unplug from all technology. I have my timer set already for 20 minutes. I'm going to lower the lights. You can either sit in a cross-legged position on a cushion, or you may sit in a chair, whatever works for you. I invite you to lower the eyes and let's begin. Listen, listen. The sound of the bell returns us to our true home. We always begin with a little diaphragmatic breathing to get us grounded on a Monday morning. In through the nose, out through the mouth, deeply as possible into the lower tummy. Together as a community, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Last time. Give it all you got. Inhale and exhale. Become aware of the body. Feel the feet pressed on to the green earth, our mother, and just notice how solid the earth feels. Moving up the body, we arrive at the chair, providing support. Let's just reflect over this weekend where we felt a little support and lean into it. Notice what that support feels like. Healthy spine, healthy body. Lengthen the spine just a little bit. Relax the shoulders. Anything you've been holding on to recently, let it slide off the shoulders and let the earth absorb it. Relax, restore, renew. Move to the front of the body, the heart. See if you can find something that brought you a little joy this weekend and name it in one word. Gently place that word towards the back of your heart And as a community across the globe, let's breathe into the joy. Inhale and exhale. And just notice what you feel. Finally, we arrive at the forehead, the seat of intuition, and we focus on an intention for today. St. Ignatius would ask us to ask for something we deeply desire, being courageous enough to ask God for something great and beautiful today. We'll seal that intention with an inhale and exhale. Take the attention to the breath. Engage your sacred word 4 or 5 times. Then drop down to the ocean floor and enjoy a little deep rest. Please continue. Gently bring your attention back to the room. If the eyes were closed, open the eyes. We can circle the wrist one way, then the other. Circle the shoulders. Reverse the train. Excellent. Take the hands to the heart. If you're new to the practice, I want to give you a little breathing exercise that calms or bathes the heart, and you can try it anytime throughout the whole day. Great job on getting through 20 minutes. This one lowers the hoop. It's a little easier, and it's just simply, it's called the 4-7-8 breath. So we're going to inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try it one more time. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Inhale once and then blow out a candle. Release the hands. Just notice how you feel. Wonderful job, everyone. If you're new to meditation, congratulations. You've been initiated into a way to experience what Thich Nhat Hanh calls a little miracle in our everyday life. From here, we try to build a little community as well as do the Jesuit examen, which was paramount to St. Ignatius, who was the founder of the Jesuits. He said you could just miss or forget about anything at all, but the one absolute that he would really suggest we adhere to is the examen, where we just look over our life and notice where God showed up. Relationships take time and noticing. So I will model this a little bit out loud, and then feel free to drop a comment in the box. And if you're new today, just introduce yourself and let us know a little bit about who you are. All right. So let's do it for over the weekend. The first part where I really noticed God come alive was on Saturday. I had the opportunity to be part of St. Monica's 19th annotation retreat. 19th annotation retreat, and this was an all-day retreat to get this 19th annotation started, and it was wonderful. My good friend Father Dave Ayat kind of put this whole thing together to discern for the parish on how they want to move as a community. And one of my heroes, Monsignor Torgerson, was there as well as people in the parish at St. Monica's. So it was a really wonderful experience to be with Father Dave, and all he put together. If you don't know, the 19th annotation is for people who can't do a 30-day silent retreat. It's the Ignatian retreat spread over 8 months to a year. Second was yesterday, one of the student when I was in Regency at Bellarmine, and he's a good friend of Ray Allender's. He contacted me, and we met at the farmer's market, and it was great to catch up with Aaron and see all the beautiful ways his life has moved, and to share that with Aaron and my niece at the farmer's market. It was amazing. My one word for joy was we actually bought these beautiful bouquet of wildflowers and put them in a vase, and I looked at that to begin my prayer this morning. That was absolutely beautiful. As well as a friend gave me the candle behind me, which I really love. If I could make a suggestion to people, as you do this morning practice, if you can create a safe space where you have either a candle or a flower or an orchid, just to really lighting the candle is a beautiful little ritual to enliven the morning practice. I highly recommend it. And then last but definitely not least in my examen, how many times have you heard me say the importance of a morning practice? Let me tell you, it is so much easier for me to do with the community. I spent all day Sunday trying to fit it in, and it never got done. So I was so excited to know this morning we have a community. I could show up, and I cannot think of a better way to start the week. Very grateful to be with you on this beautiful Monday. Please feel free to drop a comment in the boxes and look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Have a beautiful day. God bless you.